Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Tea
Tito
Talk.
Talk.
So today's topic of discussion is finances in the single parent household and how it affects the parents, the children, and at their various ages, whether that's having it or not having it. And in our case, we're just going to be talking about how we managed to get through our finances in the single parent household. I expressed something to someone and they said I was wrong for having this opinion, but I was saying if you are, whether you're a mom or a dad with a partner or you're a single parent, if you only have one child, I feel like you should be able to save up enough money for that one singular child to go to school. It's only one kid that you have to take care of, not two, not three, not four, just one. From the time that child is born, you can take $20 and put it in an account every month until they're like 18 and they'll have enough money to go to school. And then they said I was wrong because you don't know somebody's circumstances and whatever, and that makes sense, but it's only one child and it's only $20 a month.
$20 a month seems like it's just a really little money. You are able to take $20 and put it aside depending on the circumstances of the parent, like you said. What I did was every month I was saving $25 each. And at the end of every 3 months, I will go withdraw the $25. So I really didn't have the money for you to go to school or to be able to pay for your tuition. So this is the reason why we had to take a student loan. But it gets tough in a single parent home. You being so young, I remember the first time you went to work. How old were you? Like 15?
We're talking about the daycare job or
Yeah, the day. No, actually, the daycare job was just, it was just like a month or two. Yeah, so that
But you
was
were
just
paid,
like having
right?
fun. Yes, you were paid. What did I do with the money?
I don't know, but I
No.
found random checks, uncashed checks,
On cash check.
just random checks
Where?
in your room. I knew I was working a job, and I never thought of, hey, where's the money? Never. I
And
just
then
knew I was going somewhere to.
And then, but
go
you know,
out.
around that time, I was having so much trouble in my life that I wasn't focused. So, what I think happened to that check is that we may not have cashed the check.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. We did.
No, we didn't.
We did not cash the check. But interesting topic though. You are the first. If I just hire you, the difficulties that I have had raising you guys, providing for you guys, I wouldn't have gone through that. Okay? She had to go to McDonald's into work. I was really happy. My daughter going to work, I thought like, bam, she's gonna help me out. Oh, she's gonna help me pay the bill. Bam. But when she went to work and her first money, she thought, oh my God, look at so much money. It was so much money, right? What did you do with your money? Because the money didn't come to me. I was expecting that her first pay was gonna come to me and I would pay my bills. And she's like, I got my shoes to buy. But one thing I got from that is the burden of having to take care of her kind of left my shoulder, and she was now able to take care of herself.
At a certain age, you have more responsibilities. It's easy to spend less money. I was working at McDonald's making like $200 per paycheck, and that $200 seemed like so much at the time because I didn't have any bills that I need to spend the $200 on. But now, if I were to get $200 a paycheck, that's covering my phone bill and maybe an outing. I just needed spending money basically.
Because I was giving you pocket money, like sometimes I would give you $20.
So I would just
$200.
take whatever money you gave me. I did this for a long time, like until I had my own job. I would take whatever you gave me and just keep it until something came up where I needed to spend $100 on this. Then I had all the money that you gave me and I would go spend it on that. But I don't want to keep those $20 anymore. Sometimes I want to spend that $20. I don't want to save it. So I figured, okay, I need a job if I want to buy whatever I want to buy at any time. So that's why I got that job. But then with that responsibility comes other responsibilities. And the difference between my situation and her situation is she's the youngest, so she has everyone in this household to get money from. Mine was not the same. If I wanted money, I had to ask, and I'm not the type of person that likes to ask, so I had to go out and just get it. But this one, she can get money from me, her brothers.
What do you do with your money?
She has savings that she's keeping.
And when you talk about how to go out,
wait, I'm not done.
No, something she said, I don't want to forget. Like you said,
go out and get it.
Like, go out and get it. That was my fear. Because here we are in Canada, we are talking about girls disappearing, like youth getting themselves into so much trouble out there. I will be afraid that when you go out there, something bad gonna happen to you. So I never really slept until you came home. You wanted to say something?
I was gonna say, since I'm 14, when is a good time to get a job?
Do you even need a job? Everybody gives you money.
Okay, yeah, but when you don't give me money, like 16 is when most jobs, or like that's how old you have to be usually. So that's
by God's grace, when you are 16, then we'll talk about it, right?
How come every single time it's always by the grace of God?
But if it's not the grace, we can get it.
But it's always by the grace of God. Even if it's like something to do now or like tomorrow.
At least that's what she tells you. She used to tell me, I will pray about it.
That's what she said. She said, I will pray about it.
But you have to pray.
Maybe 4 days later when it's time, I haven't yet prayed about it.
Let's see if I have a dream about it. But if I have a dream, it won't happen.
But that's it. What usually happens, guys, is that I tell them, by the grace of God, I'm gonna try. Okay, if I have to pray about it, the grace will provide. And sometimes grace doesn't agree, so I tell them, well, I pray about it, but I didn't see it in a dream. The grace of God. I do believe that children wanting more, not being satisfied with the little they have or whatever the parents got to provide for them, it kind of bring them out there, put them into trouble, and this is one of the reasons why we are losing our youth. I have always saved, but the saving have always been for emergency. And my biggest emergency has been food. When I look in the fridge, there is no food, and I will go to the bank and withdraw the money. You didn't want your brothers to get out there and introduce them to work, but keeping them busy doing the work where I can keep my eyes on them, where I know they are, will keep them out of trouble. There are a lot of kids who are involved in gangs and they get killed. They are doing drugs. I'm the mother. I don't even know what I did to have you all inside the house.
Well, I'm pretty sure, I was just gonna say, like, it's just values and morality. Like, we all grew up Christian, so we know the difference between wrong and right. So it's kind of been instilled in us, even if we wanted to go out there and make fast money. Something in us will say, okay, no, this is not what you're supposed to do. This is not right. Let me just stick to the job that I have. Let me just get the little amount of money that I get from the job instead of going to do something that is going to change your life forever. Because once you get used to the fast money, like if you sell drugs and make fast money, you're always going to want that money. So every day you're going to do it more and more and more until you're going to leave that regular job that you have. But like your morality and the values that we have learned will always stop us from doing that.
Like some people on the street, like in Jane and Finch area, some of them, like, they didn't grow up the same way that we did. Like going to church all the time, praying and all that.
But you can go to church and pray and still find yourself in a circumstance, in a situation like out there. Honestly speaking, I will keep saying that it's been really a hard time, like a really, really difficult time financially. Once upon a time, it was March break, and I didn't have, that was maybe 7 years ago, I didn't have anything in the home. Like I had nothing. And I told my little daughter, I said, she was so small, I'm like, you know what? Let's go to the food bank. What happened to that food bank when we went? How long we had to sit and wait?
It was a long time.
Yeah,
There was like a lot of people there too.
yeah. But explain what happened.
So we went there, and then there was like a long line, and then once it was our turn, I don't know if we forgot something or like some papers that we were supposed to bring, but they didn't give us any food. Yeah.
So went to get the food, and the lady said she said she wanted my paycheck, she wanted my husband, she wanted all of my bills and all of that. So I told her, I said, okay, I'm gonna bring all the papers next time or next month. Like right now it's March break, it's 1 week home, and I really don't have anything in the home. And she refused to give me the food. How did you feel that day? Did you
I think
feel
I was
bad?
like, yeah.
Were you sad?
I wasn't like, I don't think I really understood. Because I remember it happening, but I was really small, so I just thought, oh, she didn't give us any
Like
food.
I was so broken by that. You asked me like, Mommy, what we're going to do now? I said, don't worry, God gonna provide. They see by the grace,
God's grace.
by God's grace. So they see God's grace. Yeah. So those are things that really happen in single parent home. And when you have youth, it takes them out of the home and carry them out there to kind of, they want to be able to get money and just change the situation overnight. But we as parents, we just have to keep talking to them and make sure that we are in control. What I made my children to understand that though I cannot provide everything that they need, but God was in control and I was in control. I have this Chinese mother I met here, and she is
She's a really nice lady. Really
Yeah.
good spirited, like good hearted, really nice lady. She's come here so many times, just
Even-
randomly she'll
yeah.
come, she'll knock on the door and she'll leave like a big bag full of just food and then just leave. Just leave it at the door and leave.
Even
So
when
many
she
times.
moved, like she used to live here, like really close to us. And then she moved to Oakville. And even after she moved to Oakville, she used to come here, even sometimes just specifically to give us food.
Yeah.
I am the mother who sit on a horseback and just keep whipping it until it can take me everywhere it can take me, to make sure that what my daughter witnessed at our food bank doesn't happen.
Finance rules almost everything. If you have a parent that's an entrepreneur and you see that their entrepreneurship is getting them money, like they're making money from something that they're doing on their own time, of course that's going to encourage your drive to do the same thing. Like if she wasn't an entrepreneur, I probably wouldn't even think about doing lashes by myself. Like that's not something that I would have thought about. But when you see it, you want to emulate it. So like for her to do all her various businesses, and she does them with actual joy, like she enjoys doing those things. Yeah, it makes your kids want to do that same thing. Whether that's entrepreneurship or something else, like if she was a nurse or something and you see that she's enjoying being a nurse, I would think about that like, she does this job that she really likes. Maybe I should consider doing something like that too. It just paves the way for your kids.
So parent, the successful you are, whatever success means to you, your kids will see you.
It's tough to get going when you don't have like a clear vision, or you're just trying to find your groove. Like you don't really know, and then like you want to be in your own head, but you have children that you have to think about and their needs that you have to think about, and then finances on top of that is just a huge burden. So I can see how it would be very difficult.
Well, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure that you can answer any of the questions we asked in this video. Just leave a comment down below. And stay tuned for the next video.